I cooked some collard greens and cornbread and candy yams last night. They were good, really good. I didn't put hardly no salt in them and nothing like that because I wanted to make sure that my mother was good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how something just the spirit will just tell you what to cook. Like my mother used to always say, the spirit will just speak to you and tell you what to give them because she needed greens in her system. You know what I'm saying? And she right now she's doing really really good right now to say that she had a severe stroke, and br- by the grace of God, she's coming. She's gonna come back to her original self. She already is thinking real good to say she had a severe stroke, my mother. And she really, you know what I'm saying, holding up really good. You have to find some natural remedies and stuff like that is to be able to keep them because I don't want to be having like if she just have to go to the hospital, I'm gonna be right there with her at all time. Yeah, because she used to tell us all the time, you got to be, man, they literally trying to kill you in these hospitals. They don't care nothing about black, Hispanic, and Native American people, man. They don't. And that's biblical. Psalms 83 1 through 4 say is the proof of that. But anyway, y'all wasting y'all time debating Europeans. um the other video, I laughed myself, it was so funny, but it was true. If you go back and look at the last video I did from last night, I was laughing because after I got through watching the video, it was really funny. But anyway, I was thinking this morning about just pondering about the thoughts I was thinking that I was saying about you can't wash a bloodline today. You can't wake up one morning and be like, I want to be a Chinese today, and then wake up the next day, no, I want to be a African, or I want to be a Japanese, a Filipino today. I was thinking about that today. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a spiritual Filipino, and then I'm gonna be a spiritual Chinese the next day. And I was thinking in my mind, if you said that to the foreign people, they would look at you crazy, and they would be like, if they can understand you, and they would be like, "What planet? What the hell planet is you from?" And probably make fun of you. Some of them. You see what I'm saying? So over here, people believe you can become a spiritual Jew. There's no such thing as a spiritual Jew because you cannot be no physical, no matter what you do. I don't give a damn if you take 5 or 6 gallons of damn bleach and bleach yourself and make yourself something else. Your ass is still gonna be who you are, just like Michael Jackson. Look, he is a perfect example. When they accused innocent Michael Jackson of that molestation and all that type of stuff, accused that man of that type of stuff. He went through a lot. Do you think they took a so-called white pedophile through some dumbass shit, white so-called white pedophile woman, white man like that? No, they wouldn't have took him through all of that. Michael Jackson was when he was, even though he was identified as he looked it like he turned whiter than so-called white people. His skin was real, was like you know what I'm saying, like this, you know what I mean, original, like brown, you know what I'm saying. But when you look at his skin tone and stuff like that, like nah, they didn't care nothing about that. They still came and put they damn demon ass handcuffs on Michael Jackson. They still did that shit. I didn't like that shit at all. That was I hated that shit, and you can see the hate in them. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, they didn't look at it and say, "Oh, since you look like us now, we're going to be a little lighter." No, they didn't. They still saw him as who he was, Michael Jackson. Everybody know that when you look at Michael Jackson was still Michael Jackson, regardless of how he looked. We still see him as Michael Jackson. I don't care how he looked. So that's a perfect example. It's to show you you cannot become a spiritual Chinese. You cannot become a spiritual European, or a spiritual white woman, or a spiritual white man. It's either you black or you so-called black, or either you so-called white, or either you a so-called Puerto Rican or Costa Rican or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's what you are. You see what I'm saying? It's either you it or you ain't. It's either you one or you the other. It ain't no middle ground. Now I'm a spirit. You can't wake up one day and say, oh, now, okay, I'm a spiritual Chinese. I can't wake up and say, oh, I'm a spiritual Chinese or I'm a spiritual Caucasian man. I can't wake up and do that. It's either you it or you ain't. You see what I'm saying? And so, no one care how many jugs of bleach you use, you can't wash that bloodline away, partner. You cannot wash them genes away. That you, even from just the way you look, your genes on the outside, the physical features can say, oh, you know they can. Look at the physical features as well. One thing about it, you can make yourself look different, but you sure can't wash them genes away. I don't care what you do, how you do it, or how you try to say, oh, I'm a spiritual Israel, I'm a spiritual Jew, and I'm a this and that and that. That's stupid. The white man even knows you done lost your damn mind. They know it's stupid. They know you playing yourself stupid. They realize you playing yourself stupid, but they realize you don't even know you playing yourself stupid. And we using these terms like, okay, well, when the Gentiles can be grafted in and all this type of stuff, when they try to use all them scriptures to say that Gentile this and Gentile that become this and that, it's either you're a Gentile or meaning you're a heathen. It's either you're an Israelite or you're a Gentile. How can you become a spiritual Israel or spiritual this? You're still going to be the bloodline of a heathen. If you're a heathen, you're still going to be the bloodline of a damn Vietnamese or Japanese, Filipino or Chinese. It ain't no such thing as changing your bloodline. So I put that title right there in there for a reason. Y'all wasting y'all time debating European because this a different culture, different nationality of people, different race of people. It's a different culture. So of course, we're not going to see things eye to eye because it's not in our blood and DNA code. Is a different type of bloodline. The bloodline of European versus Filipino's bloodline is not the damn same. Not a bloodline of a Filipino and a so-called black, because if you look at the Europeans, they are doing things different. They do things differently from what we do. We sit at home and chill, or either a lot of our people sit out there in the football opening and they play basketball and this and that and the third. The so-called white man ride around in them damn police cars, pull you over and see if you got any kind of warrants or whatever. And then if you refuse to you detained right now, you can't go nowhere because you driving a car with suspended license, and they're gonna try to bust your windows out. Even if you tell them they ain't got the rights is to bust your damn window out, they gonna fucking bust your goddamn windows out any damn way. And I never owned a car, and I can look at it and tell and understand and know that them devils, that's what them damn devils gonna do. They gonna turn around and take their damn whatever, them black jacks or them iron thing, long thing, and take them and bust your windows out anyway. How evil them motherfuckers are. They do that because that's evil, and they do it because that our people are the chosen one. Just like Christ went through a lot. He was beaten and stuff like that, spit on and talked about and ridiculed and all that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how you try to say that, because you can look at the characteristics and the role, the so-called white man, every nation on the planet has a role. It's 18 nations in the Bible. The black Hispanic or the Abraham had a role, Isaac and Jacob had a role in the Bible, just like Esau in the Bible. Esau was trying to kill Jacob, so that was the role of Esau. You see what I'm saying? Each one of them have a different role. It's just like if you make a movie. If you make a movie, everybody's not going to play the same goddamn character because it wouldn't make no damn sense. You wouldn't have a movie. You got different one going to play this type of character. You got another one going to play the killing. You got another one that's going to play the chilling at home, which would be the so-called black. Oh, man, what you were doing today? Oh, man, I was just chilling at the crib. You know, ain't no so-called white man ain't going to say, oh, man, I'm just chilling at the crib. They say things like, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? That's how they speak. We say, "What's up, man? What's up, home? What's up?" That's how we speak. All right, man. You all right? You good? Oh man, I'm good. Or something like that, you know. And if you do find a so-called white person talking like that, it's because they done been around so-called black people, just like so-called black people try to, and Hispanic people, we try to be, especially the black race. It's really the black. They try to talk white, and some of them do it and all of that. But they're gonna try to say, if they hear me say that, they're gonna try to say, "Oh, he accusing black people of talking white because they trying to talk proper and speak the proper English." No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. They actually try to imitate and want to be like the other nation. That's why the so-called black woman hate the black man the way that she do, is because when she look at that so-called black man, that black man remind her of everything, all the futures that she hate about her own self. So that's why she trying to take and put damn, she been brainwashed by the Europeans just to put this damn weave in her damn hair and all that type of stuff and all that, because they want to look like a Eurocentric woman or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Now, I hope my mother, I hope she all right. I want to read this in Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30. Let's go there. Leviticus 13 and 30. The Bible said, "Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean." That's talking about blonde hair that the so-called black woman put in her head. You see what I'm saying? The Bible is telling you that a yellow thin hair, it is unclean. It is a dry skull, even a leprosy upon the head of our beard. That's unclean. The Most High said that shit is unclean. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 47, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. Now, even though it's talking about the beast in this context, it's still including all of the other stuff that it's talking about, you know, the hair and all that type of stuff. You put unclean, it's talking about unclean in general. Now, it ain't that I'm adding to the text or whatever. It's just like, let's go to to uh 2 Corinthians chapter 7 or 6. I think it's 6. No, 7 verse. Okay. It might be 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse. Hold on, I'll find it. I'm gonna put that shit on restart. Verse 6. 7 verse. Flee fornication. Okay. Okay. Therefore, come out from amongst them and be separated, said the Lord. Touch not the unclean. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. Yes, indeed. My bad, it took a long time. Corinthians 6, 17. The Bible says, wherefore come out from amongst them and be ye separated, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean things, and I will receive you. The unclean things, it's talking about anything. It's talking about flesh. It's talking about the yellow thin hair in Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30. You see what I'm saying? There being a yellow thin hair, it is clean, unclean, I mean. So I'll be back with another video, man. I think I said enough for the time being since I took a while on to find that script. All right, I'll be back.